Hey, everybody, and welcome to Kame House Party for another week. That's right. You're listening to the podcast that is a weekly watch along for Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. Our goal is to watch every episode and iteration of Dragon Ball and then come on to the RSS feeds to chat about it and have a good time doing it. I'm one of your hosts. My name is Vince.
I'm one of your other hosts. My name is Aaron.
And we are going to be your guides into this week's exciting episode of Dragon Ball Z. But before we get into this week's episode, which, look, I'm going to try not to keep people from this for too long. But we got a little kind of housekeeping that we have to do at the top of every show. The table set to get the vibes right, get the lights set. You know what I'm saying? Get the snacks out. Make sure the beverages are set. There's enough ice. God, there's got to be enough ice for a house party. Jesus, I've been to too many house parties.
What a panic it can cause.
It's legit. And the problem is somebody irresponsible is going to show up 45 minutes in when everybody's been throwing a couple back and be like, hey, did you guys know you're out of ice? No, we didn't. We're having a good time until you told us we were out of ice.
Yeah, it needs to be like whoever empties it fills it. Whoever takes the last cube.
Mm-hmm. Take responsibility. Mm-hmm. Just like we're going to take responsibility in getting to this first piece of Kame housekeeping, which is the world famous UN sanctioned.
Yes.
And oh yes, I'm looking at the paperwork right here. We are officially LA 2028 Olympic Committee approved.
Get us there. You got to do the torch.
I got it.
Gotta carry that torch.
Look, I was practicing. I was practicing this weekend.
I was holding my hand like this all day.
People are going to get real freaked out as I try to get in shape and go for runs around my new neighborhood with my hand in the air. And then when they watch the ceremony, they'd be like, "Oh my God! If only we knew, could have rode those coattails." Well, you're too late. All you had to do was say hi. Anyway, we got to get into it, which is the 1 minute roundup wind chimes sound. Ching-ling. Ching-ling-ling.
Well, you found me at my mountain home.
Gary, I wouldn't be here if I can't even say it's just me. The country needs your help now more than ever.
I'm 80 years old. I can't be fighting your wars anymore.
Gary, you're the only one. You're the only one this country can depend on. The millennials, the Gen Z, the Gen Alpha.
I'm spitting on the ground.
You and me both.
About them. Even the boomers, which I'm not. I'm greatest generation, by the way.
You're the greatest, and that's why we need you back.
Hold on, I'm going to dramatically turn to the side and look away from you. General, I remember when you were just a private. Then you hobnobbed your way up the ranks. Didn't want to do the dirty work, you left that to me. And now I
told you all those years ago. I'm a germaphobe.
I'm the only one who dug ditches for this country. And now you want me to take my 80-year-old hands, raw, splintered, and dig another ditch for old Uncle Sam.
Jerry, you were going on so long, I was able to smoke an entire cigarette. And see you.
Dig a ditch for your country. Come on.
Come on. Who wouldn't dig a ditch for their country?
We need some infrastructure. If So I heard about the Mamdani thing of just like, I'm paying people to dig the streets out of the snow, and it got fucking done, and everyone's like, wow, look at that. Incredible. If there is a program of like, we need people to dig ditches for drainage, for infrastructure, I'm like, let's go. 30, $40 an hour. All right.
Yeah, pay me. I will unclog a drain outside, inside. Pay me. I do it.
He's using the system for good. Capitalism for good.
Amazing.
Somehow.
A novel idea. Just like, Aaron, the novel idea that we had a long time ago to do a warm-up improv scene at the top of every show to loosen or tighten our improv muscles. That's what you heard before we both laughed. To get our improv muscles ready for whatever spontaneous hilarity comes from our discussion of this week's Dragon Ball Z episode. And now, with that out of the way, I can get to the 1 minute roundup proper, which is where one of us, this time Aaron, has 60 seconds to summarize everything that has happened in Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z up until this point. That's over 100. That's actually, it's exactly 153 episodes of Dragon Ball and over 228 exactly episodes of Dragon Ball Z. Whew. He's got a lot to cover, but we do that as a service to you, the listener, so that you don't have to go back and watch every single episode of Dragon Ball Z to get caught up to where we are right now, or listen to every single episode of the podcast to do the same. But a lot of you do. Like too many. And for that, we salute you. And with that salute, Aaron, I now have one thing I have to ask you if you are ready to do.
Oh, I'm nervous because I don't know what that thing could be.
Aaron, are you ready to round up?
That's the only thing I'm ready to do. Hold on.
Yes.
In here, we go. Dragon Ball is about 7 magic crystal balls to collect them all. You get any wish you want. It starts Goku. He's a little guy. He does karate. He has a tail. He makes a bunch of friends doing karate. He makes a bunch of friends by beating up people who want to use Dragon Balls for bad. He grows up, gets married, has a kid. His brother from space says, hey, you're from space, buddy. He ends up killing his brother, goes to the afterlife to get stronger, to come back and fight more people from his own planet, which he does. But all of his friends are dead, so he goes to a different planet, Namek, to find more Dragon Balls. He becomes a legendary Super Saiyan in order to defeat Frieza, the baddest real estate guy in the galaxy and universe. Then he comes back to Oith. There's a guy from the future that's like, you're gonna have a heart attack. So he does, but he gets better, and he's in time to fight a bunch of androids from the future. But there's a bug android that he can't fight, so he gets his son to do it for him. Just generational trauma. 7 years pass. His son's a teen in likes Goyles and is in a tournament, and his dad comes back to the being the tournament, and then there's Bobby coming back. He's gonna fight Vegeta now.
We politely golf clap and thank you for your service to the podcast genre. Aaron, thank you for that lovely 1 minute roundup. And a reminder to everyone, hey, your real estate agent probably sucks, whether they're in space or right around the corner.
You think they're doing this because they like you?
You think that listing agent really wants you to be in this apartment? In my city, that line's around the block. It's the most soul crushing thing to see those posts on social media about New York, because it's few and far between that I've ever been house hunting and stood in line to view an apartment.
No,
like I've never done that.
Well, I remember when y'all were moving out, there were like 3 visits.
Oh yeah,
that's came in back to back.
Yep.
Some people getting like a FaceTime tour of the place. I have rented an apartment sight unseen because it was 1 in a different state, 2 before the ease of video calling on a phone. But I think at the time it was $250 rent, so like whoopty shit.
Whoa.
250 for a one bedroom
Oh,
in the suburbs of Pittsburgh in '08.
My glasses are burning off. All the hair on my chinny chin is gone.
It wasn't too shabby.
Not too shabby. Just like your roundup was not too shabby, Aaron. I got to let the listeners know that if they want to drop some knowledge, give us their own 1 minute roundup, they can send that in the form of an MP3 or MP4 over to kamehousepartypod@gmail.com. We will play them sight unseen, ears unheard on the podcast. So please be nice and send in your 1 minute roundups to give us a break every now and then, because it's so much fun when our listeners take their sweet time. You can edit, you can do whatever you want. It doesn't have to be in one take. People have done it in different languages. People have scored their own. So you can take whatever creativity that fuels you and put it into a 1 minute roundup and send it on over to kamehousepartypod@gmail.com. Now I can get us to the final piece of Kame housekeeping, where I tell the listener or viewer that Aaron and I watch two different versions of the show. That's two different versions of the show. I watch the English Funimation dub, while Aaron watches the original language Japanese with English subtitles. He's got the one with the better music, period. And we do this because comparing and contrasting is fun and the basis of any academic paper. For you younger listeners, that's a freebie. Don't ask ChatGPT, ask your boy VINCE on how to skirt the system. Skirt. So Aaron.
You need a word count, put a bunch of words in there, make the font, 0.1?
My man.
Hide them as periods, baby.
Hide them shits as periods. You could, guess what? Hack I used to use, you make the periods like way bigger. If you don't want to hide letters in the periods, you make those periods way bigger to fit that page format. Or is what I used to do before everything was submitted digitally. You could write a bunch of words in white and print it out at the end of your paper to get your word count there.
Ooh.
So cheat.
It's school. It's school.
It's school.
Is it for a class you actually need the knowledge for your profession? Then don't worry about it.
Yeah. I don't know. Is your elective course on the Minions going to be the thing that gets you that big promotion?
Maybe.
Who knows? With me as your boss, then yeah, absolutely.
If you're working for Nicholas Weiger, maybe. That's the only way.
And the only way we can go forward in this podcast, Aaron, is where I give the listener the English title, because it's usually how we translate it first. So here it comes, the English title for this week's episode of Dragon Ball Z, episode 229 of Dragon Ball Z, Vegeta's Pride.
Mine's much longer.
I will sit back.
And maybe a little premature, because the title for episode 229 of Dragon Ball Z from the original Japanese translated is The Super Confrontation of Destiny, the Clash of Goku versus Vegeta.
Ooh, I love a versus in the title. And that one works really well for me. And look, now we can just do it. Let's get into it. Vegeta, Goku, squaring off in the arena, transported there by Babidi, already causing some destruction. I like that we get to scan the crowd at this point. 18 is like, whoa, what is going on? Wait a minute. I know that look, referencing Vegeta, all too well.
Ooh. That's true because she beat his ass.
Yeah. She's like, I know when that loser is angry and will do anything to win.
It's delicious to me. I love it. I can put him in his place.
She's like, I'm drooling, thinking about how I'm going to beat that ass.
At social functions, there has to be a thing of like Krillin, Bulma, they're heavy in the drink. They're in their heavy in their cups, as they say. Having a good time. It's just Vegeta and 18, just they're both behind. They're the I'm gonna stand behind my spouse and not say anything couple.
Oh,
and
yeah.
They're just mean mugging each other.
Vegeta, just like every 5 minutes, just like holding his arm, like a normal guy, but he's just like,
18 goes with the Krillin. Honey, I don't want to break up the conversation, but we have to get home to Marin.
Vegeta to Bulma, I want to kill that blonde woman.
Yeah, just straight up.
Just straight up, I want to murder her.
Yeah.
She made me look stupid.
Oh, everyone makes you... Bulma's drunk. She can say this.
Yeah.
Oh, everyone makes you look stupid. Goku, Gohan.
The clown and his son? Clown Jr.?
I've heard of Garlic Jr., but Clown Jr.
Hold on, and scene, because I love that somebody told Vegeta the story of Garlic Jr.
Yeah, of course. Like, hey,
of
there's
course
a whole
they
ass
did.
dimension. The dead zone.
That's right. Vegeta's like, I thought the dead zone was just that part of the controller that didn't read my inputs. You're telling me there's a real place?
Hey, this is older Vegeta saying, I thought Dead Zone was a book by Stephen King that turned into a movie starring Christopher Walken.
Hey, I'm walking over here. Vegeta loves Christopher Walken.
Of course, he does what he wants. He has a lot of... There's someone who has mastered the top of the acting art form. Truly.
But before any punches are thrown, any more destruction is leveled in the arena, we gotta cut to Goten and Trunks flying towards Babbidi's ship, presumably.
Yes.
Excited to see what that monster Boo looks like. We just had to make sure. We just had to make sure that we remember that those two boys are off doing their own thing right now.
They are. I think Goten in mine is upset because Trunks posits like, hey, what if our dads who are super strong already won? And Goten's like, no, I want to see this guy.
I think
you'll see his corpse. It's fine.
Yeah, you'll see the body. But in mine, I think, what is it? Trunks is like, oh yeah, I bet my dad and Gohan probably could probably beat this monster, no problem. Your dad? I don't know.
That's good.
And that's when in mine Goten's like upset. He's like, no, my dad's pretty strong too, okay? Then the other...
Yeah. Why is he dead? Says the Trunks.
The ultimate clapback.
It's like, it's true.
That's true. Look, we're not going to sanction that comeback or that clapback. In real life, don't do it.
Cruel.
It's cruel. But if you got to.
Look, if there's no other choice.
In case of needing to read to filth, break glass.
Yeah, I think we get a quick shot of Bobbity, which confirms, in mine at least, confirms the destruction that Vegeta has caused. He, first of all, you hear his laugh. For me, I hear his laugh off screen, and I'm just like, Butters, from South Park. Is that you? It's a very like, hey, fellas.
Dr. Chaos.
Yes.
I can't. Thank you for bringing Dr. Chaos back into my brain space. It is I, Dr. Chaos.
Yeah. That's a Biden. That's a Dr. Biden. That's a Dr.
Dr. Joe Biden. Right here. Get my husband some ice cream.
That's what you want in a partner. Someone who's going to get you ice cream. He'll have butter pecan.
Hey, that's the dream, isn't it?
We're all just looking for someone to order ice cream for us.
I'm telling you, it's nice. Hey, can you get me? Oh, but I get to sit back and cut. He asked for extra ketchup. There's no ketchup in the bag. I have to calmly walk over. Sorry. I love it.
Currently accepting applications for someone to get me ice cream or vice versa.
Aaron, if we lived closer, I'd get you ice cream.
Oh,
I have a car now. I could drive ice cream right to your house.
Mail me some ice cream.
Honey, you need Goldbelly? I got you. Easy.
I can get you some Millie's, the Pittsburgh famous chain.
All right.
They have a non-dairy for you, of course. A non-dairy key lime pie ice cream. Delightful.
All right.
Little chunks of graham in there.
All right, we're going to have to do an ice cream exchange. You get me that. You get me that pint. I'll get you whatever you want from Van Leeuwen.
Okay. We'll work on this afterwards.
Yeah, we got to do this after the pod.
Because Bobbity said 200 people died.
Holy shit! What, did he give a number?
That's the whole point of the Bobbity scene. He's like, hey, 200 people have died. Hell yeah. Vegeta has killed again.
Add it to the body count. Because in mine, it's just a, look at it. Look, Deborah. Look, see, the amount of chaos just doubled. That's the exact line.
I mean, I guess 200 by 200.
I don't know. He also doesn't know like the Super Saiyan transformation, kind of the doubling up. It's exponential. Like level 1, it's 2x. Anyway. Watch Death Battle if you want numbers. We're here for yucks and yums and fun, just like the fun that we have with Hercule in this scene. And rightfully so. The crowd is starting to say, hey, Hercule, you're the strongest guy around. Why don't you do something about the guy that just killed 200 people in the blink of an eye? And he tries in his own way. Where he bloviates, hey, I'm a big guy around here. If you guys want to fight, blah, 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 blah. But he knows that he has no chance. He knows who he's challenging, but he has to save face. He has to say something. Even the announcer's like, Hercule, will you?
They calls him the champion to get him going.
Hey, big C, big HC.
Yeah, I think Vegeta just growls at him and he immediately I mean, hey, no, cut out the destruction, but you guys can fight, I guess. And the winner can fight me later. Haha.
Yep, that's what he goes on. He pivots. Man, Hercule, terrible person, wonderful improviser. Because he quick pivots like, I got it. So you guys just fight until whoever wins. I'll just take whoever after the end.
He knows how to play his own game. How do you make it about him? How do you still look good through cowardice?
Big brain, make others fight for me. So Vegeta is egging Goku on to just, hey, let's get this fight. Let's do this. He's threatening to kill more people. Goku then tries to appeal to Vegeta's pride, saying, "How sad. I didn't think you were weak enough to be controlled. ... Answer me, Vegeta. Do you let yourself be a slave?"
I guess it's a different way of saying it, but it also, because okay, in mine, Goku's just flat out like, "Hey, did you fall under the spell on purpose?"
Oh, yeah, I said up front.
He's just like, "Yeah, that's the," because I know it's mentioned again later. I'm assuming that's the same reveal, but it's not just like, "Hey, I thought you were stronger than." He's just like, "Vegeta, I know you're strong. Why'd you let me, like, you do this on purpose, right?"
Okay. Because like he doesn't say like you did it on purpose, but he does like, what is it? I'm trying to find the rhythm of this combo in my notes, because in mine, Goku takes the time to confirm that Vegeta is being a bit of a bad guy just so that he can fight Goku, and it's not Babidi's idea that Vegeta needs to kill to fight Goku before Goku like makes his decision on whether or not he's going to entertain it.
Yeah.
But in mine, this is one of those I think historic episodes of Dragon Ball Z for the dub. Vegeta has in this episode the 2 most quoted Dragon Ball lines, and we're gonna get to them. Okay. I gotta hit you with this table, this little appetizer before the big monologue, which is in response to Goku asking him, do you let yourself be a slave? Vegeta raises that arm, extends it to a still intact stance, and without a second thought, boom, bang, boom, another. I'm assuming 200 people are dead.
You see hats and purses flying.
Hats, purses. It's rough.
It's cold.
They want to make sure you know that people are gone because their clothes is the only thing that remains. And Vegeta has this line, Aaron, as that happens. And I'm realizing that this is probably an English dub, like, that was not part of the lip flap. Because he says, "Tell me, is it slavery if you get what you want?" And then it cuts to that big Vegeta grin that we see in this episode. The hair is lovingly wafting in the wind as like the aftershock of the explosion careens across the arena. Oh, gave me chills.
It's a big moment. It's jaw dropping because it's been a very long time since we've seen some wanton destruction. Even Cell didn't seem that immediate. Maybe when he's fighting the military.
I think so, but it's
not this cruel.
Not this cruel. Like there was, I think, with Cell, not bug form, but big bug form. Before he gets lips, Cell is more like a movie monster in terms of like the Z fighters were always like a half hour behind him. The only thing that they're able to see is an empty city full of clothes. And even when they did cut to Cell enacting the violence, it was very much like cutaways, and you just hear, and then, but now, camera locked on that blast, hitting and impacting. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You can't excuse this. Is kind of what they're making sure.
Yeah,
they're like, look at it.
It is, as that smoke clears, Goku has kind of no other choice except, well, Gohan tries to intervene. He gets pushed out of the way. because he's weak. He's weak as hell.
Soft as shit.
This and Goku finally is like, all right, turns into Super Saiyan. I think then at that point, Shin is like, Goku, you cannot fight Vegeta. Again, we're trying not to revive Boo. And this is, I think, when Vegeta reveals, he's just like, yeah, I did it.
Oh,
I did it. I got under the spell of Babidi so I could fight Goku because I'm tired of this bullshit waiting around. Goku's only here for one day. And I think, yeah, Shin responds just like, what a foolish thing to do. And that is what sets Vegeta off. I have a very lengthy monologue about it.
Okay. I had to put in my notes Shin or Supreme Kai's response to kind of Vegeta's admission. It's like, I've got this dude for 11 hours. I want to fight him so bad. That Shin is like, who are you people? Can't you see the universe is more important than your meaningless squabble?
Ooh, no.
So I think you should hit us with your monologue, and then I'll follow up with the English monologue, because this is like the most famous Dragon Ball monologue, I have to say. So
yeah. This is, I didn't get every line, but here it is. Shin says it's a foolish thing. Vegeta's like, foolish? This is everything to me. He's a Saiyan, yet he surpassed me, the prince, at the height of his overwhelming power. I've even had my life saved by him. I could not forgive him for that. Absolutely not.
Okay. So this is the section of the podcast where Aaron and I also record our acting real monologues.
Yeah. I need to take a class just so I can do that and see if anyone recognizes it.
Yeah, Aaron and I both paid $230 for this monologue. So here's the English in response to meaningless. What do you know of meaningless? Spend most of your life ruled by another. Watch your race dwindle to a handful, and then tell me what is more meaning than your own strength. I have in me the blood of a Saiyan prince. He is nothing but a joke, yet I have watched him surpass me in strength. My destiny, thrown to the wayside. He's even saved my life as if I was a helpless child. He has stolen my honor, and his debts must be paid.
Ooh, baby boy. That's a good Vegeta.
Whew. Look, if you're listening to this and you're like, oh, I know that monologue, but you fell off because everybody just clips the spend your life being ruled by another and tell me what's more important than your own strength. This is eat your fucking vegetables, okay?
It's especially for a character like Vegeta, who so much of his characterization is action, which is good. That's what you want. So we get very few moments. I think the last one was during the Cell Saga. The I didn't care anymore.
Yep.
When he's like mopey in fucking space. But it's like we rarely get both him, because I don't think Goku really has these type of monologues. So you don't, when they happen, you gotta enjoy them.
Yeah, you gotta feast on it.
This is what makes Vegeta good after all 7 years of this inside Vegeta, slowly growing, taking over. Of course, Babidi sees how easy it is to take this man's heart.
God, it's so good.
It's good.
It's good.
It's good as hell.
And after Vegeta lays down that monologue, Goku's like, Babidi!
Mom!
Mom, new arena.
Huh? What was that?
I said, can we have a new arena to fight in, please?
I just sent you somewhere. What's wrong with this one?
Too many people here, and some of them are crying now.
Ooh, I like that. Look, you need to learn how to fight with other people.
I know I need to fight with other people, but can we do it somewhere private?
Look. Okay, I mean, look, you've been there for, I'm going to say 2 whole minutes. That's pretty good. Okay, fine. I'll put you in another place so you and your friend can play together.
Thanks, Mom. I mean, Bobbity.
And revive Boo.
Huh?
Nothing.
Okay.
Be sure to get hurt a bunch.
Can do.
Yeah, it's Goku's there. He's ready. The classic Goku move. Shin jumps in, arms spread out. He's like, look, if you're determined to fight Vegeta, you have to fight me first, okay?
Oh, and Goku pulls out the 9.
But
holds it out straight, and then turns that shit sideways.
Right into a commercial.
Hey Jane,
Hey Jacqueline.
what do you think the most significant YA book series like the 2000s to the 2010s is?
Oh, definitely the Hunger Games.
No, I mean like
Twilight. That's the best
no,
one.
no. I'm talking about the Percy Jackson series by Riordan.
I've not heard of those. If I wanted to listen to a funny podcast about those, what would you suggest?
Well, I would recommend Unwise Girls, which you and I host. This is a podcast where we reread, analyze, and frequently joke about the books of the Rick Riordan-verse. And we see why people call these the best young adult magical series of the 2000s.
And we always take time to declare which characters are canonically, factually not cishet, because Rick Riordan is not the boss of us.
Listen to Unwise Girls every Friday, wherever you get your podcasts. Brought to you by the Moonshot Network.
We're back, and things are very severe. Whew, because Goku, he's got his hand outstretched.
Mm-hmm.
And then that bitch lights up.
There's much like the POV of a gun, you see between the webbing in Goku's fingers a direct target at Shin.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
And then she's like, all right, fine.
Yeah, shit. The Supreme Kai of the entire universe loses a game of chicken to a mortal.
In mine, he's just sort of like, I understand. Do what you like. And it just seemed, and Goku even saying like, hey, I'm sorry. And I think it's just the resignation of, this is what it's going to be.
Yeah.
And maybe Boo gets resurrected.
Right? Because Shin is resigned to the fact that, like, well, I don't know if there's too much we can do now. These two dudes are insane. Asking the question again, who are, like, imagine. Well, no. I'm not going to go there because the state of the world is what it is. But just like, it feels like the Supreme Kai of the universe should know his constituents, should know the plight of the Saiyan race. Maybe going into this, I want to know how things would change if Kibito was still here with like the index. Kibito like flipping through a big book of like people in the universe. He's like, Supreme Kai, these are Saiyans. They value battle over anything else. You know, kind of be like the ship's counselor, because all I can think about is Star Trek and Deanna Troi lending Picard some advice about the Bajoran government.
Oh.
Or Cardassian rules of engagement. like those kind of things.
She's a space anthropologist.
Exactly. She belongs in a space museum.
She belongs in my chambers.
Captain Jean-Luc.
Right? Wait, do I? Does he?
No.
Okay.
No. Beverly Crusher. That's a different story.
There we go. Yeah. Yeah.
Beverly Crusher also fucks space ghosts.
Not the one that had a talk show.
Not the one that had a talk show, but like a Fabio-ass space ghost
That's pretty good.
that not only seduced her, but seduced her ancestor.
And Outcat? No. What's the show?
Outlander?
Outlander. Yeah.
Yeah, he brought blowjobs to Alpha Centauri or whatever.
Our mouths for what?
My good man, you use that razor in an unconventional means. Jesus Christ.
Because Donna, I'm thinking Donna Troy's the DC character.
But Deanna Troy's mother is also, her mother is also like, her mom is a free spirit, like a 70s style, like free space spirit. But her race, Deanna Troy's race, are empaths, meaning that they have like light psychic abilities. They can feel emotions from other creatures.
Mm-hmm.
They can't direct the emotions. So Deanna Troy's mother is kind of like amused to all these other creatures and people, and she's very much looking for love always. She wants to bed down Picard. She wants to bed down William Riker, who is,
of course.
Riker is hitting that. Riker's hitting Deanna.
Yeah.
They are a thing. They were a thing before Riker got placed on the Enterprise.
Ooh la la.
Yeah, they go way back. It's not as far back as Jadzia Dax, Curzon Dax, and the Dax lineage. That's Deep Space Nine, and we don't have Aaron. We don't have the diving bell to go that deep. Okay.
Because look, the Z boys have to vanish,
and I love Bobity's post. Bobity's watching all this like a blockbuster film. So when it's time to move everything, Bobity swings into frame with this pose and does a ba-ba-da-ba-ba. I'm like, this cheeky bugger.
Mm-hmm. As they leave, Hercule's like, "Oh, good. Well, hey, I was just about to beat some punishment into them. Good thing they left." But they're in the desert, right? The classic DBZ desert.
You know it. You love it.
Similar to the Vegeta and Goku, the first encounter.
Bobbity then tries to give Vegeta the order to kill Supreme Kai, who's like, all right, new plan. If you guys are going to fight each other, then Gohan, you and I are going to break down this door and we're going to try to stop Boo from resurrecting. We can fight Deborah on our own. So let's go. Vegeta is then stricken. Did you see the animation callback to Gohan snapping against Cell when he loses all control of his emotions? That big red line. They did another one for Vegeta when Bobbity tries to get into his brain.
Yes.
Vegeta then resists, and we get the second most quoted Dragon Ball line in English. Because he tells Bobbity, "No, I won't do it." He's like, "The only person I want to fight is Kakarot." And Bobbity said, "But I'm in control of your mind." And Vegeta says this: "You may have invaded my mind and my body, but there is one thing a Saiyan always keeps: his pride." That's the other. Like, so, like, Vegeta, Dragon Ball, not just Vegeta, but Dragon Ball. The most quoted, the most memed, the most AMV'd lines are in this episode. 229. Can you feel it?
That's very close to mine. I don't even want it. Like, there's no point in me saying mine because it ends with. There's no point in saying it because it ends with saying pride.
Saying pride.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
You can't. Yeah.
And the animation is lovely. Vegeta. I mean, if you watch this and weren't like blown away by the level of detail and all of the character models in this episode, the attention to the way the wind and their powers make their hair flow in different ways. There is one of the coolest. Goku gets the best. Swear to God, Goku gets the best power-up transformations. Like, Vegeta has, like, when he gets the Majin power, that power-up is a great one from a couple episodes ago. But at the arena, when Goku's angry and he's, like, seething with the fact that Vegeta keeps killing people in front of him, and Vegeta threatens to be like, well, this is all on you. This is you, Goku. If you fight me, then I'll stop doing all this. He's gritting his teeth, and his hair just slowly it's amazing. It's so fucking neat. It's neat. That's how cool it is. And all of the animations in this, because when he powers up, it looks like evil souls are releasing from Vegeta, like, and maybe it's just random energy blasts coming off of him, because in the background, after he establishes his power up or establishes his sense of self, some stone pillars, they do collapse. But damn Vegeta.
Down in the hole, I think Babidi is like, oh, dang, I really wanted to control him. But Dabra's like, it's fine. Look, you're going to power up Boo. Also, we should just open the door for them so they don't ruin the spaceship so Boo can get fully charged. Dabra is kind of... Maybe Dabra is not as under control as we might think.
This is why I wish Kibito was here to be like the mirror of like Babidi and Dabra's relationship, Supreme Kai and Kibito's relationship. Because yeah, it doesn't seem like Dabra is really under Babidi's control because he keeps feeding this man strategies and ideas.
Yeah.
Lord Babidi, may I suggest that we only get Netflix for a month and then we no longer have to pay. Set a reminder on your calendar, Lord Babidi.
But what if they do a secret episode of Stranger Things like the internet told me they will? It's not the true ending. There's no way it would end bad.
Yes, Lord Babidi, if you really wish to maintain your 30-day trial, you can use another email address.
I can't create more than one. That's too evil. What, a Babidi 101? Get out of here.
I've taken the liberty of creating many Gmail accounts, Lord Babidi.
I like Babidi 69.
That is my favorite, Lord Babidi. Followed by Babidi 67.
I did the thing with my hands.
Talk about papa.
Yeah, why aren't kids saying that? I thought we were working on memeing that.
Don't worry, Lord Babidi. I'm boosting all of your posts on Instagram.
Yes, paid engagement.
Babidi, Lord Babidi, the reactions to your posts will send negative energy to Boo.
Yeah, more AI slap, Deborah, to power Boo. This is all right. This is here. End scene. I think this is legitimate now. I think we are in a situation where the more bullshit AI garbage is on a social media feed, preventing you from actually seeing what your friends are doing. is fueling a boo type creature.
There has to be.
Why else?
Why else would all these ghouls be co-opting as many people as possible for their own wicked agenda, building all these booze fucking servers?
This is, if we context it in that, it feels a little like we can be heroes.
We could be heroes.
And not engage.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be a Vegeta.
Don't despair. Holy shit, Aaron, you're walking me into one of my new top 10 anime of all time, Fire Force season 3. The power of collective consciousness is the thing in the waning episodes of this thing. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, we are on Fire Force is on the pulse in a way that is unnerving.
It's consensus reality. You can't despair.
Exactly.
We can't think this shit into existence. There's a way out. You might not seem it, but there is.
Shinra Kusakabe, where are you?
If we don't use the data, they don't need the data farms.
Oh, God, you realize that the idea of Benimaru Shinmon is nothing compared to the reality of Benimaru Shinmon.
Be better than what you present on the internet.
Clap, clap, clap.
This is believe it or not, this is my best self. This is me at my most gregarious.
Speaking of gregariousness, speaking of generosity, when everything's settled, Goku and Vegeta are going to fight, whether Babidi's controlling Vegeta or not. Shin and Gohan are going to breach the ship, whether Babidi wants them to or not. Goku is like, all right, son, here. We have 2 sensu beans left. You take one, and I believe that you can do it. You can use your emotions as your weapon, the same way you did against Cell to beat Deborah. And that's, I don't know if there's any difference in the delivery of Goku's sage words of wisdom to Gohan and yours, but
I would say there are 2 things. One, he's like, hey, there's some beans left over from your girlfriend. Gohan doesn't deny it. Then he's just like, get angry, Gohan. Get angry. Remember what happened when you fought Cell, and call up the power you possess. If you do that, you can't lose to any kind of guy.
Any kind of guy.
He's just like, he's like, anyone. Like, you have to be, Gohan, you got to go back. Lord help you. You got to go back to your old you. You got to be Bugs Bunny with a gun and a tux.
Pick up that revolver, put on your tux, Gohan. Get to work.
And be the old you, Doc. Get back on your bullshit.
Beep, 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 beep. Hold on. What would Porky Pig say at the end of that episode? Beep, 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 beep. That's murder, folks.
Gohan, you gotta disgust me with your anger. And get that rabbit while you're at it.
I say, boy, if you don't get mad, get angry, get ornery, then you ain't never gonna see that girlfriend you've been talking about. I went all the way to Louisiana with him by the end.
Yes, I'm from Mars, and I'd say get angry as a fellow alien. Yes.
Thuffer and fuckatath, Gohan. Just let it all out. Let it go crazy.
Hey, Monomi. Let your emotions rule you. It's cool. That's the one that gets Gohan. A tear goes from his eye. Like, you're right, Tess.
Oh, and Aaron, don't. Huge Looney Tunes font Space Jam 3. That's right. LeBron has to beat Gohan.
This is that. I mean, opening night, front row,
Center.
There's a way to do this.
There is.
There's a way to get Brawny to fight Gohan.
And this is, we have to use movie canon Brawny, which is just some guy, some kid.
It is Space Jam 2 is Dragon Ball. I love basketball. My son fucking doesn't. God damn it.
My son's
it's
a
in
fucking
him.
nerd.
If I get him angry enough.
God, it's like you watched the movie.
Did you not?
No, I did. That's exactly what happens.
Look, Granny's in Matrix World for some reason.
Uh-huh.
He goes in and says, "What's up, Granny?" And then they're out.
Granny gets jungle fever the minute she sees LeBron. She's allowed.
In the Matrix, yeah, she's not fucking anyone in the Matrix. She's not invited to that rave.
No. Granny, she's like, I've been there, done that.
Give me the juicy steak.
Granny's looking for Oracle so they can just chain smoke cigarettes all day.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Eat cookies and chain smoke.
Mm-hmm. Chain smoke, man.
Look, all you gotta know is that Gohan and Shin, they jump down a hole.
Mm-hmm.
Goku and Vegeta, they're gonna fight. I think Goku's like, all right, we're gonna fight, but I'm gonna make this as quick as possible.
Yep.
It's like I'll kill you, and like I think he's like, I'll kill you if I gotta.
Yeah. Goku is like, well, since I know what this is all about, let's not do any warm-up stuff. Powers up to Super Saiyan 2. You can tell by the electricity crackling around his energy. And then Vegeta all but says, whoopee! And powers up to the same level. And then Goku has this line. Wow, this may take longer than I thought.
Yes.
Savage.
He's like, yeah, in mine, I feel like there's a bit of just like, I don't know if he knows he can do this.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're both, because Vegeta's very excited. He's just like,
yeah.
Yes, you're stronger than your son was back with Cell. I love this.
Which I can say with confidence because of Death Battle's wonderful science that they did, that is stronger than Cell at Cell's peak is universal. It's a universal threat. Not all in one go, but he can easily wipe out a solar system. We're probably talking easily wipe out a galaxy, but these two dudes in 7 years have gotten that strong. It's nuts. And the fact that the Supreme Being didn't clock any of this.
It's hidden. They're hidden.
Beyond me, man.
He's C-suite. He doesn't understand
That's right.
the day-to-day. It's like, what, we're doing this? Wait, we're wasting time training guys? Multiple people could beat me up.
That's it. Capito's just been sheltering his boss the entire time from bad news.
He's got the pink weights. He's doing 5-pound curls.
He's ready. He's
just gassing him up.
He's putting a 2. He's drawing a 2 on there.
Yeah, he thinks all of his weights are to the power of.
I hope somebody does that for me when I start lifting weights again.
That's the way to do it.
Man, oh man.
Some prankster divides it. God, hey. 25 over 1,000. Get out of here.
Come on. Who square rooted my squat rack?
An eye next to it.
Here's what I would do if I
Okay.
could just use math to mess with everybody at the gym. I would put everybody's treadmill, stair stepper, recumbent bike on a logarithmic.
Oh, shit.
That's right. They're going up and downhill all day long.
This is the Revenge of the Nerds.
Not
Get
the
that-
lame one that we have in real life.
Yeah. Or when they went to paradise. In the second one.
In the second one.
Or the third one that was made for TV. The Next
Whoa.
Generation.
No.
Did I follow the Revenge of the Nerds franchise? Yes, of course. Then I realized, like we all did, like we all had this weird blockage in our brain. And then the 2000s happened. We're like, oh, wait a minute. No, this movie sucks. There's horrible things in it.
I feel like that blockage in the 2000s happened. Like 2005?
It's once G4 was no longer on the air. I think we all woke up.
Yeah, it's got it. I think it's 2005, 2006. Because here's the monkey paw that I traded. G4 went away. I got a black president.
That was the one thing. Adam Sessler.
Yes, Morgan Webb.
Webb.
Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb were keeping Barack on ice.
They were giving him a 1 out of 5. Really? Same as Superman 64? Look, we're great now. We all know.
We're all good.
And we all know that that's the end of the episode. And that's another email from Master Researcher Nick, who writes, we've hit what is arguably the peak of the Buu Majin saga. Buu is crossed out. And I'd just like to ask, is there someone besides Vegeta that you would have liked to have gotten the Majin treatment? Would you have liked to see Gohan break under the pressure of trying to live a normal life while also trying to live up to the standards of his mother, father, and himself when he fought Cell? Could Piccolo have his deep-seated evil reawaken and sought to claim the title of Demon King once again? Or would you want to see what a Goku, who never hit his head as a baby, looked like as Majin Kakarot? Or is there some other Majin alternative that tickles your fanfic fancy? Also, this will be relevant later on in the saga, but I'm just going to leave these two screenshots right here, and I'm going to narrate them. So I'm assuming this is what we have to look forward to next week. The caption says, I do not want to take damage from you and contribute to the Majin Buu's energy. And then I'm going to end this quickly with my highest power. These are things that Goku says.
Ooh.
So from this episode, hey, it's not going to end quickly. So highest power, I don't remember getting.
I didn't get that in mine either.
So interesting. But yeah, who gets Majined?
That's a really Nick bringing up Gohan being Majined would probably be the coolest narrative thing for Goku and Vegeta to kind of reckon with. Like, it would be such a cool kind of like, oh, this is the result of trying to parent like a Saiyan.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, Goku could look at it and be like, oh, I guess I really wasn't there enough for Gohan for him to like really control his emotions and power. And Vegeta being like, this is the end result if I continue to push Trunks away or push Trunks in this direction. Like, he will end up resenting me or holding in all this anger and exploding on me like Gohan is right now. I like, here's another one. for you before we talk about Piccolo. Do you want to weigh in on Gohan before I pitch you another Majin scenario?
I think there is something to like a repressed anger. So like if a Deborah was like, I'm gonna start attacking your dads now, your dad and your dad's friend.
Mm-hmm.
Then I could see a Gohan like, I can't do anything. There's a self-hatred in there that I think would be controlled.
I think Piccolo and Krillin would have to be dead by now, though, for Babidi to be able to work into Gohan's heart. But like I think the other scenario is kind of like what Garlic Jr. was gonna do. Like what if Goku and Vegeta had to fight all of the Z fight? Like what if if it's Goku? Like what if Goku has to fight like Krillin, Piccolo, Yamcha, Tien? Like if those four were co-opted by Babidi's evil, like they had some deep-seated resentment about Goku coming back, and then all of this happens, and then they're pissed. They're like, Goku, you said you were gonna stay dead, and then you came back, and now this is happening. Like, what the F, man? I could see it, maybe. And then there's like can Goku really kill his friends? But
yeah, I'll just bring him back. It's fine.
Because that's exactly what would happen. Piccolo is the hardest one to crack. I think easiest to be like, well, he is Babidi could say, he is the son of the great Demon King, and there is that lineage there. But maybe because he also absorbed Kame, that's whole again. So I don't know.
I think if it happened, I think there'd be a split. The Majin one would come out.
Majin Piccolo splits from regular Piccolo.
Yeah. But they're both a little weak. They're both weaker.
Only by a little bit.
I think Krillin would be interesting because I do think there's like one. He started off as a little scamp. He was a little shit, and he remained a little shit for a while. There's obviously, I think it's resolved at this point. But I think there's an argument to be made of like resentment, of like
jealousy. Yeah.
That's what it's just jealousy of just like, if you guys weren't around, I'd be the strongest guy. But he's also, I don't know,
I know it's hard to put Krillin in that headspace now that he has like a wife and a family.
I know, that's the thing. I'm just like, I think all that left when he's just like, I'm a dad.
Yep.
I love khakis.
Hair looks good on me. But yeah, I wonder, like an evil Goku. Like we did watch the Tree of Might, so we saw what Turles is in terms of I wonder how an evil Goku in this moment, if this was hitting in 2003. I still think like Gohan would be the most interesting. Just
I
because
think you're right.
They would have to just wrestling with the fact that like they kind of created an uncontrollable monster by not teaching Gohan how to correctly control all of his power and emotion, and making him this ticking time bomb of fear and anger that Babidi could exploit.
Yeah. And of course, joke answer is Roshi. He gets the M, and he's just like, feel the shame.
He's like Babidi co-ops him, and he just sits down in front of the TV, watches his movies.
Yeah.
Watches his horny shows.
Are you gonna kill anyone or no?
Well, here's the thing. Babidi's into it.
Yeah, he's like, wait, what does he want? Ooh.
We don't have that on my planet.
I command you to turn it up. I'm going to leave you now. I'm going to turn my head.
Deborah, why don't you go back into your chamber and, I don't know, meditate or something with your ear.
You go.
Put your earmuffs on.
I feel like you should go to your. This seems like a your chamber thing, not a shared living space thing.
I'm sorry, Deborah. Whose M is on your fucking forehead?
Damn, you craned me. Okay,
Craned him.
I'd be in my chamber.
Hashtag, where's that crane guy? Pa-pa-da-pa-pa.
Yeah, he'd be right there.
Mm-hmm.
But he's dead.
He's DEAD.
He's definitely dead. And we're dead tired of this episode. Let's get out of here. Thank you.
Yeah.
Olaf.
Thank you, Nick, for that lovely, thought-provoking question. And thank the rest of you for all of the support that you give Kame House Party, either by keeping us in your RSS feeds, downloading us on a weekly basis, or you're over there on Patreon fighting the good fight and giving us those $3 dues. Reminder, if you submit to if you subscribe to the Patreon, you get access to our entire back catalog of content. It's years of bonus content that we were doing over the pandemic. Some exclusive podcasts that we've done, like the Daima Dump. So if you wanted to watch Daima and needed some companionship, we're over there on Patreon for you. So head on over to patreon.com/KameHouseParty. Give us $3 donation to the cause, and we will say your name, give you a big old shout out at the top of the next episode. People really like it. You could, I don't know, if you want to request Dragon Ball Z characters to shout you out, I'll let you do it. And we are part of the Moonshot Network of podcasts. So head on over to moonshot.tv to subscribe to the Moonshot Network. And if you like us, you like every other podcast the Moonshot has to offer. You can also follow them on Twitch, twitch.tv/moonshot. We are also on Twitch at twitch.tv/Kame House Party, where we're playing a variety of games and having a variety of fun. This variety is frustration and anguish because we're playing an emulated version of the Legacy of Goku Game Boy Advanced RPG, and that is moving to Thursdays. Because if you've been on social medias in the past week, your boy Vince is on a sketch team, and I know I gave myself the fabled bad thumbs up, but you can check out Fine on your social medias. I am an actor on a sketch team. Our first show is April 23rd. So not too far away, a little bit more than a month. So yeah, follow Fine. Follow me on social media at VINTE right there. You can follow at Kame House Party. You'll get all those good updates. And thank you to everybody who does that, giving us follows, interacting on social media and all that. It all helps people find the show. You can listen to Aaron, his other podcast, Thinking Too Hard About Anime, where Aaron and Noah, they do a deep dive on certain anime topics and do scholarly work looking up information that you might want to know about your favorite anime creators, your favorite musical artists related to anime. So check that out in your RSS feeds, baby. Now, we got to get out of here. I got to close this out the only way I know how. So what if you, I got a Boston ass my mouth. I got a Boston ass. Whether you are going down the rabbit hole with the Supreme Kai, or you're finally giving in, putting up your dukes, and you're about to fight that guy, you gotta keep